Hey, John, you know this is my first interview.
I know. Do you feel it important, Kenny, to sort of cover yourself up and to play records behind screens and
Yeah, most definitely.
wear masks and stuff?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, people pay too much attention to the damn DJ, you know. The talent is sitting on the turntables, you know. My attitude's the DJ, you know. So, yeah. And I'm not there to put on no, you have to dance and pop locking behind no turntable. I'm there to present some talents on the turntable, not to, you know, the cat behind the turntable.
So you're kind of like a reluctant celebrity DJ. You're just a selector.
Maybe take celebrity out and you probably pretty much got it right.
Yeah.
You know, I do my thing. I mean, if you're looking for a hot DJ, I'm probably the wrong person to call. You know, I mean, there's so many hot DJs, there's so much talent out there. You know, I didn't really get all into this to do all that, but it's a blessing.
You know what?
At the same time, because you know, you get opportunity to share so much with so many people at one time. You know,
you did it though when we played in Southport together last year. I remember you kind of you were sort of on at about 4 or 5 in the morning. It was a late one, wasn't it?
That was alright. We gotta do that shit again. Was it 5 o'clock in the morning?
I know that you went on the microphone at the beginning of your set. You said, "Listen, don't expect anything. I'm just going to select some music for you." And the place went off.
You think so?
Definitely.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. How long did you stay around? You stay around for a minute?
I was there all the way, wasn't I?
Okay.
I'm always there all the way at the Southport. It's a classic. It's a good bit. And the other time we played together was in Japan, actually. That was like a year ago or so.
Yeah, you're right, Giles. Yeah, get that. You know, my memory ain't together, you know. Yeah.
But you've been in London for a little while right now.
Yeah, this is my, I would have to say probably my third home now. I love the people here. Everybody cool. They get down, do their thing. It ain't so much goddamn racism over here. I can come over here, stretch out a little bit. Transportation is wonderful. You know, if you like being wet, it's nice. You know, so yeah, I can dig that. Plus, you over here, cat. You know, so I gotta come holler at you. What's up?
So your first home is Detroit?
Yeah.
Second home?
LA. Most definitely. Yeah, I like LA. Don't rain as much. You know, plus I got so much family there. And then it's London, then it's Georgia. Georgia's my first home far as my generation is concerned. Because that's, you know, you're starting to get off some grandfathers, great-grandfathers. You know, they're all that Macon, Georgia crap, you know. And I got a lot of relatives down there, but we don't get along too well. You know. But yeah. That's probably, you know, that's what we use. We say Detroit, LA, London, and Georgia. You know, probably, you know, getting down. And I like that track you're playing. Who's that, Giles?
That's you.
Oh, yeah, okay. You ain't got nothing else in here to play. I heard that before.
I've been playing other stuff, non-Moodymann stuff all the way, but you've just arrived, and I've got to get people who haven't heard of you, because there are quite a few people who you're new to them. To someone like me and to the people in the studio today, you're an absolute legend.
You think so?
Absolutely. You've been making some tunes. Just out of Detroit, what is it about sort of what you've been doing and all? You know, I mean, let's just talk about you, because there's a lot of different energies coming out of Detroit, but you seem to be putting out records. A lot of the records that come out on Mahogany, your record label, or others, Signature Sound, etc., there isn't that much information about them, you know, and I think that the fact that you've never really overdone it has added to the wonder of the music you're making.
Well, that wasn't the plan or the idea. The plan was just the music. I was happy at home just doing what I'm doing in my own little neighborhood. As far as making the tracks and music, that's just something you do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, you work all day. You come home, you want to take a bath, or you want to come home, be with your family. You know, me, I'm out all day doing my thing. I come home and make tracks. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what, you know, relieved me back in the 80s and what have you. And someone just started to, hey, you know, play them. And often I would play them when I would DJ anyway, back in the 80s anyway. You know, so that's... Hey, Giles, you know, this is my first motherfucking interview.
I know. Damn. You don't do interviews.
Yeah, it's just for me. It's just me up right now, you know. Hey, y'all edited all that shit, right? I mean, the cuss words and shit, right?
Yeah, well, maybe do that.
Okay, that's beautiful. You know?
Yeah,
they said he was going to do that anyway.
But tell me more about that whole early period, because I mean, you haven't been heard speaking and on the radio stations, and you have kept a distance.
Yeah, kept a distance. Well, it wasn't. Again, this is not no planned thing. I mean, I found it non-important, you know, in what I do or where I mean, it's the same sad story. It's the same movie. You know, I ain't gonna tell you no different. Go watch a Black Exploitation movie. It's the same story. You know, I didn't start off doing four on the floor disco type music and nothing. Just like half everybody in Detroit, we all started with soul or church or something like that. I couldn't stand church. Grandma just always dragged me into that mother scratching, and they just in there getting that money. But the music was crazy, you know, and it drove, you know, I like that. I got more into hip-hop back in the 80s, and I did a lot of production in the 80s, and on the side, I would also do these old backyard parties, which got me into certain situations. Then, of course, later on in life, you know, being that brother from Detroit, of course, you're going to do a little time. So when I came out, I had to get my shit together, so I was blessed at a record store. And I just started making more tracks with my man K-Stone, K-Stoney Jam. That's Detroit. Early hip-hop, you know, Austin Dre, AWOL era. And from there, I launched KDJ Records. You know, because just like in everybody, you know, you have a group, you're getting down in the 80s doing your thing, and you got the manager and everybody just with all the music. So you learn the industry by example. So we didn't make no money, did about 1,000 shows, sold a lot of records, and we still wearing them same raggedy ass gym shoes. So, you know, I had to do something else. You know, selling that crap on the street, and then got tired of that. So, and people bought that stuff. I didn't know why, but they bought it, sucked it up. You know, but I didn't press a lot neither, because again, my main thing wasn't the whole situation, you know. You know, but I was always that Negro on the side of the corner doing my thing, and that was my soundtrack, so I decided to share a little bit with the world, and a few cats liked it, and I enjoyed it. It got me in this, got me up in here talking to you, and so.
And it got you traveling around the world.
Yeah, well, I don't like traveling. Once I get there, I love the people, and the best part of traveling for me is always coming home. That is the best part. You know, if I could get away from the traveling thing, I would, but it's a blessing. You gotta hold those blessings up high, and you gotta think about this. I got so many brothers and sisters in the city, I mean, just around the corner from me, don't get that opportunity, so I can't just throw it away, you know what I'm saying? They'd kill me. Plus, they pay good sometimes, so I could come home and barbecue for everybody in the neighborhood. They love that shit. They like, yeah, he just came back from somewhere because everybody at his house eating. So it's a blessing, yeah, most definitely.
And it is a family thing for you, because when you were doing your live show recently here in the UK and around the place, it felt like a family event.
Well, yeah, I like to bring family values. You know, when I do my live thing, you know, a lot of people don't know, but I've been doing live since probably the 80s, the K-Stone era. As far as the KDJ record situation, probably been doing live again since probably 94, started up again. Live for me was always my major situation, coming from a jazz club. My grandfather, Jimmy D, let me say that now before he get mad, but he has a jazz club, always owned jazz clubs, and you know, from there I done got that aspect. But as far as the family thing, when I do live, I just like to recreate my house or my studio, what I'm doing. You know, if I'm at home at that particular time and I'm skating, more than likely, if I'm gonna do a live show, knowing if I was in Detroit right now, I'd be skating, I'm gonna come up on that stage and skate. You know, it's no telling what I'm gonna do, but I like to create my environment or recreate my environment or my house or my home when I do live. You know, it's not so much enjoy the music or it's a live show. It's me sharing my environment with everybody in the house, which is lovely.
This is Gilles Peterson, worldwide.